Hi, I'm Stephanie and this is my home, the 16th century Chateau de Lalande. Lalande was owned for hundreds of years by a family of marquises who were at the heart of French royal life. One of them even had the honour of being sent by King Louis XV to greet Marie Antoinette on her arrival in France. But, far from being a stuffy museum, this chateau is a living home. I live here all the time and am regularly joined by my mother, my family, my friends, and wonderful volunteers from all over the world who help me to lovingly restore this historic home. Welcome to Lalande, a chateau filled with life, love, and laughter. I'm back at the chateau after all of the exciting adventures last week in Bordeaux and at the Chateau de Brives, and look who I've spotted from the window this morning.
Oh, Thor, you're beautiful. Wow.
It's really good to be home, but all of the recent trips that I've taken to these amazing chateaus have made me realise that I want to completely redecorate here. There's just too much stuff everywhere. Nothing's properly planned. I mean, I do love the way Lalande feels. I think it's got a really lovely, friendly, warm atmosphere, but I'd like it to be a little bit more organised and a bit more chateau. So today I'm going to spend the day up in the attic sorting, because there is no point in me getting beautiful things for this home until it's clear and organised. But before I run up there and do that, I've got a little bit of extra footage from last week for you. There's the moment that Natty got home, goodness knows we'd missed her, and also, whilst I was away, the sheep were sheared. Oh, that's a woman who's had a holiday. You're so tanned.
Yes.
Oh, whoa. How was it?
Oh my god! So nice to see you. Oh my gosh.
We missed you so much.
It feels like ages.
Welcome back.
Yeah, you
so tanned. Oh my gosh. Yes,
It was horrific without you. Horrific. We didn't know where anything was. It was terrible.
Messages. I tried to answer a couple of messages. Yes, I tried.
Everyone was like, don't text Natty, don't text Natty. Quick. For everything.
So Kirsty's going to go with Fanny today to get the hurdles from the Merry.
The hurdles? The what?
The
Are we doing a hurdle race?
Barrier, sheep barriers.
Oh, to prepare for... Oh,
Snip time, yeah.
or what we
cut.
call French poodle time.
Aloysius is never going to forgive me. And
It always normally goes really smoothly, doesn't it?
It does, and let's face it, we still have Nick's plan on how to herd the sheep. It's an easy, I think, 10-step plan, and I think we could just stick with that.
Yeah.
That's
And
fine.
it took 4 vlogs.
4 vlogs, 10 people.
We are going to miss all of this. It's sheep day. Hello. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Am I
From a couple of angles. Sarah's going to film too. So
You're going to film? Excellent. Natty says she'll film a bit. And is there any chance that I'm going to come back to find Aloysius looking like a poodle?
Well, I'll think about it. Got an adapter, so it's all systems go.
That's it. That's the one thing you needed.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good luck.
Thank you. All the best.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, they are good sheep wranglers, and they all even got manicures.
Hey, have you chosen a colour? You
Black for her, for him, you know.
Like a pink.
He likes black.
A bit of gold glitter, gold flake.
Gold
in it, yeah.
glitter.
Sheep shaming 101. It's all right. Just don't look in the mirror. Are you okay now?
My life is complete. I've seen Aloysius as a French poodle, but they didn't leave him that way. We were worried that he'd be a bit warm and maybe a little bullied by the others. We're going up to the attic. As you can see, we're starting to organise things, sorting them. All of the winter heaters are going to be put away till next winter. And Sarah is already up here with Kat, starting to organise the fabrics. So as you will see, piles and piles and piles and piles, whoops, of fabric are now here. Hi!
I've just made a rhyme. Small tool.
Small tool.
It's a small tool.
Small tool!
It's a small tool. I'm sorry, it's not really a tool, but I made a joke and I laughed.
Small, we've got a lot of small
Anyway.
tool.
You've just caught Kat and I in the middle of fabric organising, which is
What
you
is-
know, one of my favourite things. So
Are we doing
There's
it
a
by...
system.
Oh, what's the system? I like
well,
systems.
it's like test and react. So let's see how you like
Okay.
this. Okay. So I picked out a pile of twirls. Just so
Large twirl, so that
Yeah.
doesn't rhyme.
it doesn't rhyme. No.
Tall twirl?
It's getting there. Yeah. I thought I would get more of a laugh from Philip, frankly, but you know. He loves these sort of things, but apparently.
I was thinking, can you call it twirl?
Yeah, he's still
Tall,
refining
tall.
it.
Okay. Forward.
This is brilliant.
Wrap. Pin. If you can, it's nice if you can get a selvage edge to pin
Yes.
through, obviously.
And then should we store them in colours
Well, this is the delightful
or
thing.
types? Yeah, we just don't know.
We can test and learn and reorganize later. It's so exciting. We can do it and then we can do it again.
I just keep changing it.
Okay, and then it goes in the wardrobe. Do you want to see in the wardrobe?
Yes, but I just before we go through, I
Okay.
realised that Kat and I saw yesterday some random drawer liners. Do you remember there was a...
Oh yeah.
Why don't we grab those and put those on
Where
the
did
shelves?
we put them?
They
I
were...
remember seeing them.
They were down. I remember where they were. They were downstairs, outside
wardrobe.
packs. They're probably still there.
They probably are.
I'm going to run and grab them.
Okay.
That one is the original fabric of the entrance hall.
Oh, wow. That's
What do you
kinda
mean?
crazy.
Where was it?
In the entrance hall, on the walls.
Oh.
I think I've had these pretty much since I first moved in. Still lightly scented.
I can smell it from here.
But how exciting will it be to have all of this put away? What do you think? Shall I line
I
the
think
shelves
you're
with
getting-
this?
Yeah,
first?
let's take it through and
Let's
I can
go
show
through
you
and
the
have a
other,
look.
the
I
other
think
part
you're
of the
getting ahead
system.
of yourself. How exciting it will be when it's all done. In several
may not
days'
Just
time.
think of that.
I may not have cut quite enough cardboard, sorry.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter what. We haven't got cardboard. Before we just fold
Yeah.
neatly.
Yeah.
We're going to get there. There's no way there's enough cardboard in the world for all
No,
of
I don't
this.
think so.
This is a brilliant system.
It's what I use at home. I find it really good.
Brilliant, because I was imagining it. My old fabric cupboard, before we moved everything up, had things piled this way. So, of course, to get something from there, you had to like hold everything up and yank.
Yeah. And then your folded materials fall out and they spill everywhere and they're not folded
And
anymore.
you've got them like this. It's fantastic.
Cat's analogy was a library, and I think
Yes.
that's
Yes.
perfect.
A library of twirls. I love it. I
And then
love the system.
it makes it so easy to take these out because you've got them on a bolt. You can kind of take them out and put them next to each other and go, oh, I love this
Yes,
one with
they
this
work
one.
together,
Or,
they
you know,
work together.
Lay some trim across the
Yes.
top, that sort of thing.
Right? Okay, and we're very lucky. We get a lot of cardboard in this house, so
Yes.
we just keep on collecting. Okay,
It's a great system.
These are very small.
It's a small tool.
They're drawer liners, and they will work, but only underneath the sections that as we're doing them. So as we put a section in, we can put the next lot in, and that will look pretty, and it'll smell a lot nicer too. Okay, well, can I just grab some cardboard and start wrapping?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love it.
The other nice thing is that you just, because you've kind of got it wrapped and pinned in, it just kind of keeps the material up from the edge so it doesn't get like wear marks and things like that.
true.
So
Genius. Davey, you're working on one of the most critical things up here.
Yes, where to put the Playmobil.
The Playmobil cabinet.
Yes.
It's a nice one, and the Playmobil definitely deserves a nice one.
And it'll fit in it.
Good.
Are we gonna mix the hats into it as well? Or?
I think we should take the hats out. They were only there to just keep them off the ground until we sort them properly, and just make this the Playmobil one.
Okay,
Next to the fabric one.
that's good. Then we can get everything saddled.
You are the woman to be doing this with.
I love organising.
Oh my goodness. I don't know whether this is your greatest dream or your worst nightmare.
I'm not sure either. I'll let you know on the other side.
I'm doing trims and curtains.
Trims and curtains. I've got a curtain here waiting for you.
Excellent. So we're going with curtains over the banister for the moment, and so
Yes.
we can come up with a better
storage
organisation system for that.
Yes.
And trims are going in the suitcase, and
Oh, tie. That's a very fancy tie back. I quite like that one.
back.
Sarah is cutting more amazing bits of cardboard, which are key. And clearly you can see from what's happening behind Sarah that we've got quite a book issue to deal with once we finish dealing with fabrics and costumes.
I mean, they are lovely. I love them. You do have quite a few.
We do have quite
a few.
Well, my father collected art books. My mother collected gardening and history books. I collected literature and design books. And then between the three of us, it's mushroomed. It's spiraled out of control.
You know, what is out of control, really? I mean, just because it looks a little overwhelming and like it might tip over and attack anyone at any moment.
I think that's the point at which it's out of control. It's when it might attack. I have found a rich seam of Burmese fabrics. I don't know what it says, but I do remember buying these in the market with my mother in Burma, thinking, you know, one day, if I have a sort of Provençal home with whitewashed walls and colourful stripy fabrics, that could be pretty. I don't have that home. I do, however, have the fabrics ready for it, and quite a few of them. That's all of these. They're so pretty.
This is
You found my stash of very sexy underwear.
all right, Bridget. You're right. It is just underwear. It's tights.
What? Okay, I think we might have found the first things for the bin liner. What is that? Oh no, that's
My first bra.
no, that's not good, is it? That's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, it is just undies.
Though I must say, these, I mean, come on, these are quite exciting.
That's sparkly. But I
think that almost all this can go. How
I don't know where
great.
it's come from.
Who
And
knows?
it's such a convenient box. Not to, but why would anyone store
Okay, so if
underwear?
we can bin all of that underwear,
Extremely
we get that box for
useful box.
curtain tie backs.
great plan.
We're doing well. We're doing well. I'm in a mood for getting rid of things.
I like that mood.
I'm not getting rid of those though. Come on. I mean, let's be realistic. They're great. I have just found the original plans for my grandmother's house. I can't believe it. I had no idea that we had these. That's the great thing about clearing. It's Kat doing some sterling work over there. She keeps unearthing really interesting things.
The 16th of May, when you were 23 years old, did a concert
Oh yeah.
and sang some Carmen. This is the box of Stephanie's light.
I think my father kept it all.
It's beautiful. It's all really carefully put in these plastic wallets.
That's Daddy.
But it's got all your GCSE results. I didn't want to go looking too far. I've not gone. I just found what it was and saw the cards. on the
No,
top.
there's nothing,
And
nothing to hide in there.
Oh no, I know it's not to hide, but obviously it's your life. But there are the cards that your parents got when you were born saying congratulations on a baby girl.
And here is
beautiful.
the Mother's Day card I wrote for my mother when I was 4.
But who are those people in the back?
That's my grandparents. That's my
Are you
English
serious?
grandparents.
Huh.
Yes. Okay, I'm not going to look through. If I start looking through this,
I know.
that's it for the day. So we can't do that.
Whenever you're feeling sentimental,
Yes.
this is where you.
What about
Very lovely.
those 2 vases? Or like a jug and
Sort of
something else?
earthenware.
I have no idea. I've never seen.
Do we think that
before.
could go to Marie?
Yeah, I do. That would be good for Marie.
That's
that
what I
one.
thought.
That's got €3 still on it.
Well,
I think Marie probably would like those.
That's sort of odd because it's got these little handles that aren't.
do we think that that's a
particularly
spoon? The other thing you just took out.
helpful. I don't know.
don't
Did
know.
you bring up any skizzers?
Oh no,
on
I
your
didn't bring
travels?
anything useful.
Oh,
No.
I come up with you.
Oh, that's. So he'll open it. How's Davey getting on with the Playmobil?
I don't know. I've not heard anything in a while, so I assume well.
I think that if we go through there, we'll find the entire village set up. The attic floor.
Tiara.
Yes, it is. I was not expecting that. Were you expecting that?
I was not expecting.
No
it,
one-
Tiara.
no
I
one
would
was
have been-
expecting.
I would have been slightly more
It's like a
delicate with it
20s.
had I known. You're right. It's the 20s. Yeah, some sort of 20s. thing.
Costume cabinet.
Actually,
look
quite
great.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Don't you
very
keep a Charleston
sparkly.
like you, fella.
And cut.
Okay, Marie, costume cabinet.
Great.
Okay, good. We are on fire up here today. On fire.
Put the 2 jugs to Marie and she
Ooh.
really liked them.
Excellent, good. They found a home.
Yes.
I am dealing with the very important onesies.
Okay.
So, Piglet, for example.
Scooby-Doo, you just hung, I think.
I prefer everything hung. I think it's easier to see because people put it back better. That's the main problem.
Right.
The minute it's folded, it gets really messy. So I'm trying to hang as much as possible, but reduce the amount that we have.
Okay.
And then on the shelving along the side, we'll put the hats and the wigs.
How many onesies do you have?
A lot of onesies. They're critical. And these are the coat hangers that you bought with cats.
Yes.
And I've taken out a ton of wire ones and plastic ones that we won't keep anymore.
Good.
And the nice big wooden ones we'll take to the guest bedrooms.
Perfect.
But these are better in terms of taking up a lot less space in here.
Right.
So I think we're definitely starting to get somewhere. All of this is what's been washed, so I can only put back what we've washed so far.
I mean, it's looking quite good already.
I think so. And have you seen Davey has put all of the Playmobil in here?
Oh, wow.
I think it's lucky that Davey was doing it because if I'd been doing it, I would have taken each individual little Playmobil box out so that when you opened it, it was a sea of pink. But that really isn't necessary. And he is right. We just need to get the doors back onto this one.
Yes.
And that's the Playmobil cupboard done. And this cupboard's going really well. We just have to make a lot more of these cards. These are my Burmese fabrics. We've got quite a few toiles coming in. We obviously haven't arranged it in terms of colour yet. But that's the one I'm most excited about. Davey and I just came for a nice stroll to see if any of the roses had come out in the drizzle, because I like walking in the rain. And we felt the need to call Dan over because fresh from his triumph with the tomatoes in the main courtyard, we've just spotted pumpkin labels in the rose beds. I thought it was just an aberration and you were using the label to sort of, just mark something you'd put in, something separate, and then I saw a second one, pumpkin. What's going on, Dan?
Pumpkins have been planted in there.
Why are
Well, the idea was that we could use them because they do ground cover. So we
yeah,
could use
with
them
massive pumpkins.
to suppress the weeds and keep the moisture in. And then it's a place for pumpkins because we've got nowhere for pumpkins. We've got no big open space for
You
pumpkins.
know why we've got no big open space pumpkins? It's because you went strawberry mad last year and the whole garden is strawberries.
Yeah, but them narrow beds wouldn't be any good for pumpkins, really.
No? But it's fine for them to just galump over the roses.
Well, they'd be low. We'll keep them low.
Okay, the man
I'd like to see him try.
he's got his pumpkins under control, he claims.
Hopefully, yeah.
These rose bushes don't know what's about to hit them. Literally. Only at Lalande.
Yeah, something like that.
Trust me.
There's never a dull moment in this garden, Dan.
No.
Okay, I
To be
look forward
fair,
to it.
Mummy had them growing all there and training over the grass last year.
And how did that pan out for
Not
you?
very well.
So now you decided to put them in. Does Mummy know about this?
She does now. I'll be on the live chat waiting for my text. Like.
Why are there pumpkins in my rose beds?
Yeah. But they are real pain to weed and keep watered.
They are, and I'm sure pumpkins are the answer. It's a miracle, actually, that most gardeners don't do it.
Pumpkins suck up quite a bit of moisture from the soil as well, so I'm not quite sure if keeping the soil moist is going to get any better by adding the pumpkins to the mix.
I don't feel like you've been very positive about my planting schemes, Davey, if I'm honest.
Sorry, try not to I'm just cracking up. Oh my god.
The results will speak for themselves.
Yes, they
Stay
will.
tuned.
And,
Just like everyone doubted you when you planted them seeds in there,
and they worked.
and they all worked.
They did.
This is going to be a similar situation.
Do you think we'll have rose-flavoured pumpkins? We can make pumpkin pie with a hint of rose.
See, now you're thinking.
Yeah, now you're linking it to food in my mind. That's going to work, I think. I love it. I love the weirdness of it. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, maybe we won't have pumpkins in the rose beds next year.
Exactly. Right. Anything else you want to pick on me for?
I'm sure there will be. Just give us another second to walk around.
Looking at things.
What else have you done?
Started a bit of a pond there.
It's magnificent. I don't know how we lived without it. You even put the pond plants in here.
Well, I imagined there was more plants in the other one that I could steal,
Yeah.
and there just wasn't.
Can we get a dwarf water lily?
Could do.
We can. We can get a water
I'm
lily.
thinking bulrushes.
I mean, look, I like the optimism of the pair of you, but could I point out the pond itself is maybe not the final look we're going for.
No.
Rusty.
But I like the fact of having a pond here. It needs to be much bigger diameter. I think it's a great idea, and a proper pond with water lilies. Oh, watercress! After all, it's a vegetable garden.
Yeah, true.
But Dan's achievements do not only run to pumpkins. He just sent me this epic video.
Oh yeah, Dan will just trim that quickly. Oh yeah, let's get Dan to trim that. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Easy peasy. There we are. Dan the gardener strikes again. And you can actually see here's the wall. God, I'm good. You're so lucky, Stephanie.
The foundations of the Lost Tower are revealed. Dan the Gardener, you truly are a legend. And I can really recommend to all of you his YouTube channel, which is called Escape to Rural France. At the moment, he's making daily videos and they are hilarious. I'll put a link to them here.
I'm
everything good. I can see floor and I can see desk.
Let's see if that.
Look,
Oh,
floor.
cat!
There's so much of it, and some desk.
That is superb.
And in my hunts, I found this.
I found a photo of the chateau with the lake in place. That's what it was like when we first moved here. But look at the difference in the vegetable garden.
Oh my golly, I hadn't noticed that. I was looking that there isn't any fountain.
No fountain.
Selmar's camper isn't there.
I know, it just doesn't feel
All
right.
the shutters are white instead of French grey.
Yes. Strange to see
It's
that.
so green.
Well, we've had much drier summers actually since we moved. It's been much hotter since we moved in. We brought the heat to the Berry.
From the UK.
Philip has been throwing Michael and Nick's old clothes because we've got carte blanche from them to sort through and throw away anything that is not nice anymore. And we're getting quite a big pile.
Throw away means go to MOs.
Is that the keep pile?
That's the, I think we
Possible.
keep, yeah.
Okay, I'll have a look through that, and that's the MIU's pile. I'm doing pretty well with MIU's things over here. We have old lining paper for the walls and some of that sort of raised paper for the walls, which we do not need, so that's going too. It is time for aperitif, and Davey has some things to show me before he goes home. He's going to be going home next week, so we've got to look through some boxes that he brought from his parents. Davey's invited us through to his room because I know I bought some things from your parents because they were moving house and wanted to clear their attics.
Yeah, so I have 2 brothers and a sister, but my parents have lived in that house for the past 40 years, and now they're downsizing. It's too big for them to keep up, so you can't keep everything you had in a 5-bedroom house in a 2-bedroom apartment. No. So they had to get rid of quite a lot of stuff. So when Steph agreed to buy all the crystal from them, they threw in a couple of other things.
So these other things I haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So I knew about the crystal, but apparently there's more within these boxes.
Yeah. Okay, so this was the one thing I did was absolutely not sure whether you would find useful.
Okay.
This is an inheritance from my great-grandparents.
Oh.
So it's probably from the 1920s, something like that. But it's gone completely out of fashion because modern humans have bathrooms.
But it's beautiful, baby.
So this is what people used to have in their bedrooms before people had bathrooms.
Of course, this is the washing room. I love it. Have you seen like the ridging on that?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a gorgeous shape.
Yeah.
That's
It's
huge.
so lovely of you to have brought this.
And this is the wash basin.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And my
There's more in here.
and my grandmother was really careful. So this is in practically pristine condition.
Oh,
there shouldn't
dear.
be
That worries
any
me.
nicks on it.
Welcome to Lalande. As we're nearly at the end of today's video, I can't show us opening everything. But for all of my patrons, this week's video will be the full unboxing of the treasures that Davey brought, and they are amazing. I think that is beautifully elegant. I like it like that. I think it's really pretty.
Okay.
I think now we have to go down for dinner. Marie, you made my favourite. Well, one of my favourites. Cauliflower cheese.
Have you seen Isabel yet? I put her up in your room.
That sounds really sinister when you say it like
Yes,
that.
I hung Isabel in your room. Like, no, she's been framed.
Wow.
You've been waiting to frame my mother for ages.
Anyway, she's on the mantelpiece.
It gets worse and worse. I will go and have a look after dinner.
It looks good too.
You did put mummy on my mantelpiece.
You're very welcome.
I love it. It's wonderful that when I'm at my desk, I will look up and see mummy in the garden, even though she still can't be here in person just yet. It's been another glorious day at Lalande, but it's time for me and the frogs to go to bed.
Welcome to a special Tuesday edition of Woodland Watch, where today we'll take a look at
Brian and Bridget Ball.
One can see they are far from boring.
And Frederick and Felix Fox.
A huge thank you to all of our patrons at Lalande who are making this vlog possible, especially our Dauphin and Dauphine of Lalande, Yadel and Ether, Alice Allen, Dan Bander, Wailing Banshee, Brian Barnard, Brandon and John Michael, Cecilia Begum, Denise Behrens, Daniel Banakovic, Jill Bidwell, Candice Blackburn, Candice Ned Borkowski, Clara Butcher, Carolina Calabro, Chloe Chalakani, Lindsay C. Chelton, Stephen Sarah Cole, Linda Sue Concepcion, Erin Conklin, Zoe Dorks, Jim Demersman and Richard Patternord, Sakura Dennis, Zane Dixon, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Tracy Ferrari, Caroline Förster, Fifi Greenberg, Crystal Hardy, Brenda Harris, Delane Hallbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David Tong Henderson, Jacqueline Holmes and Ken Bates, Priscilla Hubler, Brian Kelsey and Phil Burnt, Jimmy Kemp, Nadia Kennedy, Lisa LaForge, Dave and Summer Lalande, Morgan Lawley, Victoria Lapine, Janet Huff Lombard, Marina, Frank Martin, Meredith, Robert Miller, Joanne Morton, Kathy Norrie, JC O'Ward, Maureen Palmer, Frank Poposky and James Snow, Tamara Price, Armin Ram and Tonya Renee, RJB, Bettina Rojak, Hanny Ross, Mary Ryan, Elizabeth Scanlon, Sven Schreiber, Lisa Schultz, Jennifer Shanks, Rebecca Shorrock, Carl and Laurie Siebert, Teresa Sloan, Patty Suhu, Matthew Sinclair Wilson, Susan Stevens, and The Leaf House, Sarah Thornton, Colleen Troy, Renee Valelli, Victoria, Jessica Walker, Brandy Walton, Laura Watkins, Lucas Wallen, James Whalen, Cheryl Whitaker, Linda Weiss, Christine Wilson, Winnie de la Coppapoo, Greg Wood, David Young, and Ludovico Zordonazzo. And thank you to all of you.